So I'm going to start your reading for Aries. The first card you have for your past is the Chariot. So yes, obviously this card is about some kind of moving. Sometimes it can be about shutting yourself away from people, or trying to shut yourself away from people, box yourself in as well. I'm actually seeing you feeling a little bit rushed at this time. You're feeling like you had to hurry up for some reason. But, it's like you're being forced to make some kind of quick decision about something. And someone was trying to hurry you up. Hurry up, make a decision. Can you do this, please? All of that kind of thing. So, but someone was trying to make you make a decision, I'm seeing. And they were trying to make you or force you to make it a lot faster than you actually wanted to. You wanted to kind of take your time. You had other things on your mind, and they were trying to hurry you up. So, yeah, this might sound a bit strange, but I'm seeing you being in the middle of something, and you were kind of in the middle of something that was going really well for you, and then someone was kind of distracting you. You had to stop what you were doing and trying to deal with this person, this annoying person. I'm annoyed already thinking about this or seeing this. So this person was trying to make you hurry up. They're trying to make you make some kind of decision. And I'm just seeing you you might have been thinking, everything's on their terms. Everything's on their terms. So whoever this was wanted everything to happen on their time frame and on their terms. So you might have even lost working hours or money or something like that, or potential business or something because of this person, which is really frustrating me as well. So, what I'm seeing is with this person, the type of person they are, everything seems urgent to them. If they want something done, it's so urgent, even if it isn't really. That's how they see everything. And when they have a problem or when they decide to do something, they expect everyone else to just fall into line with what they want. That's what they're like. So they must have forgotten that you're Aries, and that you don't do that. You're not about falling with what other people want at all. You are not. So, I'm not seeing you being angry with them. I'm not seeing you ignoring them or anything like that. I'm seeing that you did give them some attention, but you were, you're making it very, very clear that you weren't going to do things on their time. You were going to do things on your time. You're Aries, you're at the centre of your world. Now that seems selfish, but people are trying to encroach on you and make you the centre of their world, and that just wasn't on. It was not on. So the next card you have for your past is the High Priestess, who is I love the High Priestess. She's so beautiful. So yes, this person, they just didn't realise how frustrating it was you to be pulled away from whatever this thing you were doing. And I am seeing work. It might have been paid work, or it might have been work that, you might have been, I'm seeing you building up something for yourself. So it might have been a side business. It might be that you actually work for yourself, something like that. I am seeing you working on something. I'm seeing you having to grow whatever this was yourself, by yourself. So whatever this was that this person was trying to interrupt you from, it wasn't like a 9-to-5 job that you had, that you were paid by the hour. It's something that was up to you to grow. It was like it was up to you to do this work and achieve the level that you wanted to achieve, if that makes sense. So by taking away your time, they were really taking away potential income, potential success, they were taking away your ability to concentrate on what you were doing properly. So it was really frustrating. I hate being interrupted. If I'm in the middle of something, I hate it. As you know, when there's noise like there is right now, plane going past or something, it really interrupts me and it really annoys me. You probably noticed that. But yes, you're being annoyed by this person. So I'm just looking at this card as well, and I'm seeing, there are pomegranates all over this card. And in ancient Egypt, this fruit symbolized success and ambition. So you really had an ambition to finish what you wanted to do, but this person was kind of getting in the way. The High Priestess is also about mystery. It can be about mystery. She's a beautiful, beautiful, mysterious woman. She's like Da Vinci's Mona Lisa, that mysterious and beautiful. And everyone in the world looks at her, the Mona Lisa. Everyone in the world has that image of her in in their mind. And you probably do right now, because I've just said that to you. But yes, she's very mysterious, and the High Priestess is very mysterious, but people are drawn to her as well. So you were mysterious to this person because they didn't understand what you were doing properly. Whatever this was might have been a little bit beyond them. That sounds terrible. It sounds like I'm saying you're more intelligent than they are. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that some people have areas of expertise and other people just don't understand them. There are lots of areas of expertise I don't understand. And I have some that other people don't understand. So, the other thing I'm seeing is that this could have been a family member as well. I just saw that. So the last card you have for your past is the Four of Swords. Yeah, so this is going to sound really strange as well. Again, yes, I always sound strange, but this is going to sound more strange. I'm seeing blessings in this card. I'm seeing blessings coming to you. So some blessings were coming to you at this time in your past, and they're going to, or they have led you already to new blessings that are going to come to you in the future. Now, I'm seeing that a blessing has already come to you and you didn't realize what it was. You didn't realize that this was happening when it came to you. It might have been disguised as something that, you didn't want. It might have been something that you thought was negative. It might have been a negative surprise or a negative shock or something like that, or something disappointing. It was certainly something that came to you in surprise. It was like, oh no, I don't want that. But actually, even though you thought this was a negative shock, it was the start of a kind of a chain of events that's going to turn into a really positive experience for you. I think, don't be angry with me, but I think you needed this shock. You needed this jolt to start this process or this chain of events. And this is eventually going to lead to something really, really good for you. This is going to lead to an even bigger blessing for you. Beautiful blessings. That's what I'm seeing in this card. Now, because I'll just explain how I'm seeing this. You can go forward if you don't want to hear this, but this is what I'm seeing. I'm looking at this beautiful stained glass window on this card, and it shows someone praying, and it shows that they're being blessed by a priest. So someone's praying in front of a priest. I don't know, I can't speak. Somebody is praying in front of a priest, and the priest is blessing this person. That's what's happening in the stained glass window. But if you look at the man in this card, or the statue in this card lying down, he's asleep. He's not aware of this blessing. So you weren't aware that this was a blessing. And also he's thinking about the negative thing. So this shock, or this thing that came to you thought was quite negative, and you were thinking about that. You were thinking about the negativity of that. Like this man, he has these swords above his head, and he's thinking about this negativity. He's not seeing the blessing that's in the stained glass window. So yes, there are going to be ups and downs throughout this process, when you leading to this other blessing for you, but you're definitely going to realize how blessed you are in the end. I'm actually seeing something that you've been dreaming about for a long, long time is going to come to you. It's going to be very successful for you, whatever this is. It's going to be very beautiful. And it's going to happen at the end of this process, but I'm seeing that it's not going to happen in the way that you're expecting. It's going to be quite different to the way you were expecting. So you imagined something, and this is going to be different. Sometimes the universe doesn't give us an exact picture of what we want. Sometimes it gives us something a little bit different, but actually it turns out to be even better. It usually does. It's only when we look back that we realise that this is actually what we truly wanted. And I think this is going to happen to you at the end of this process. So, motorbikes. The first card you have for your present is the Ten of Pentacles. So again, this is going to sound strange as well. This is the reading of strange things. This is a very interesting reading, actually. Very interesting. Yeah, I'll try and explain what I'm seeing on this card as well. So I'm seeing a family. I'm seeing family. And I'm seeing you kind of going backwards and forwards a bit in your mind around your family or something, or some attitude you have or thought process you have around your family. So part of you wants to spend time with your family, but another part of you feels a bit removed from your family. So obviously there's a family in this card. That's what I'm seeing, but there are coins kind of floating in the air, and they're forming a barrier between you and this family. So it might be that this new thing you're working on, whatever this thing, that's a business, or whatever it is, your money, whatever you make money on, might be forming a barrier between you and your family. So again, I'm seeing in the High Priestess that someone in your family wasn't fully understanding what you were doing. I was seeing that then, and here it is again here. So something you're trying to achieve, again, might be coming between you. Yeah, and it isn't that you don't want to talk to them. It's not like you don't want to talk to your family. It's just that there's a disconnect between you and the way you used to be and the way that you are now. It might be that your job's totally different. It might be that you're pursuing a completely different business or thing or whatever this is. It might be that you're totally different to the way you used to be when you were around your family a lot more in your past. There is definitely a big difference in what you do with your career or whatever this thing is you're trying to achieve from the way you used to be. And I know I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. So, yes. Okay, so I'm seeing that when you get this blessing, when this happens, this blessing I'm seeing in the Four of Swords, when you do get this blessing, this success, this disconnect between you and your family might widen even more. There might be a wider disconnect between you, because the more successful you get, the more you will be overwhelmed by everything. It'll be everything about you. It will be about whatever this success is. They won't be able to get away from it. They probably won't be able to talk about anything else. You might not be able to talk about anything else. It'll be such a huge thing in your life. So this disconnect is going to become even wider between you at this time. So I'm seeing that, you do have common ground. You do have common ground between you and these people. It's not like you're completely removed from them. But I think, when you become even more successful, it's going to be up to you to find that common ground, not them. It's going to be up to you, if that makes sense. You're going to have to make an effort to connect with these people. I really hope this all makes sense, because I know this is getting really long and I'm going on, but I really want to tell you what I'm seeing, because I think this is a very important reading with this blessing that's coming to you, and everything really in this reading surrounds that. So bear with me if this is a bit long, I'm sorry about that. The next card you have for your present is the Page of Swords. So yes, you might be feeling a bit defensive against some of these people in your family. I'm seeing some of these people probably said some things to you, probably some terrible things to you in the past, or they've acted badly toward you in the past in some way. Some of it's very understandable. I can see why you're very defensive against them. Some things you probably can't forgive for, and I can see why you can't, and that's completely up to you. You don't have to do that. But I am seeing there are other things, smaller things, little things that people might have said to you. You might be hanging on to some of those grudges, and I'm seeing that really you need to let them go if you want to try to close that gap between you and your family, that disconnect. There are smaller things that really aren't that important. That's what I'm seeing with this card. So the last card you have for your present is the Ace of Wands. Yes, this is action. This is the card of action, pure action. This is a real Aries card. So this is probably the beginning of this process that you're going to be forced to enter into. You're going to be forced into this, forced into action. And I'm seeing that... I'm seeing that there are probably going to be some smaller opportunities coming to you, leading to bigger opportunities. So watch out for these little things leading to this process, leading to the big thing at the end of all of this. I'm also seeing, I'm seeing listen, the word listen. Listen. I know that sounds strange. Listen. I'm seeing people telling you things. I'm seeing people giving you different ideas. People who are going to be speaking to you. They're going to be telling you where to go, who to speak to, who to talk to, what to read, what to watch out for. You're going to have to listen to these people. You're going to have to then you're going to have to use your instincts and you're going to have to follow them. So I know this isn't the Fool card, but you're going to have to be a little bit like the Fool in this way. You're going to have to use your instincts. Okay, listen, use your instincts, and then take action without overthinking, without over worrying, because you have been overthinking things a bit, you have been over worrying things a bit. I'm seeing stop doing that and just do. You listen, use your instincts, and then go. Do it. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the first card you have for your future is the Two of Swords. Yeah, so another strange, sorry, this whole reading is probably going to sound a bit strange to you, and I really hope it does make sense, because I am trying to articulate what I'm seeing. There are some very unusual things in this, but I think this is a very important reading. Yeah, so I'll try and tell you what I'm seeing in this as well. I'm seeing you closing off a bit. I'm seeing you closing off in love. Now, I'm seeing someone is going to want to come close to you at this time. Someone is going to really, really want to come close to you. But I'm seeing you resisting them. You're resisting. Now, I'm not actually seeing you doing this because you don't like this person or you don't want to be with them. They're actually a good person. They're not a bad person. You don't dislike this person. You actually do like them as a person. But part of you wants this, I'm seeing. Part of you wants this closeness. But then another part of you, an overwhelming majority actually, a very large part of you, wants to stay closed off. So you do have a fear of opening up. I am seeing that. I see that all the time in your readings. You have a fear of opening up. You have been hurt before. You've been hurt in your past. But this goes beyond that. This goes beyond being hurt. This goes right back to your childhood, even way, way back, that you really, really don't like opening up. I'm seeing that you are going to eventually open up to someone, because deep down this is really what you want to do. You do want to do this, even though a big part of you doesn't. It's this big conflict that you always have. When you come up with someone against someone that really wants to be with you, you always have this backwards and forwards conflict with this. So yes, you are going to eventually open up, I'm seeing. You are going to experience a full relationship with someone. It might not be with this person, it might be with someone else in the future. You are going to be both opening up to each other, whoever this is. You're going to be very comfortable with this eventually, but you are going to have to face some things before you can do that. That's what I'm seeing. Yes, you're going to have to. You're going to be forced to. That's what I'm seeing with this card. If you look at the woman in this card, she's not a big woman. She's a small woman. She's going to have to drop these big, heavy swords eventually. She can't hold them up like that. Eventually, her arms are going to be aching and she's going to fall over. That's what's going to happen to you. You are going to have to face this, and you are. And then eventually you are going to open up to people, and you are going to have a full, proper relationship with someone. You are. So the next card you have for your future is the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so again, I'm seeing this defensiveness around you. You are very defensiveness still at this time. And I keep on seeing you kind of working on something. And this is something you love doing. This is something you love doing that you're working on. And this is going to be growing as well. I'm seeing that again. And yeah, you have come quite a way with this by this time. You have achieved a certain level of success with this already. I'm also seeing with this card, you might have some people around you who could be trying to kind of pull you down, drag you down, say negative things, pull you off your mountain, or whatever this is. This mountain's on a mountain. And you might be feeling, why me? Why am I singled out? Why do people try to pull me down all the time? I know this is going to sound horrible, but there are always going to be these kinds of people around you trying to pull you down. And that sounds horrible, I know. I sound like a horrible person, but I'm telling you, this is training you. You have these people around you because you're being trained. You're being trained. You're being trained to get used to these kinds of negative people. When you receive this blessing, you're going to have even more envious people around you. People do. The more success anyone has, the more negative people they have around them, and you're just going to have to deal with these people. But at this time, you have these people around you to train you, because you'll know they're around you. I'm not making sense. I'm trying to make sense. These people are around you to get you used to having these kinds of people around you, because when you have this really big success, this big blessing, you're going to have more of them around you. And by that time, you'll have trained yourself to deal with these people and you won't even notice them. It'll be like you'll be in the supermarket walking around, you'll have background music going on, la 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 la, and you'll just do your shop. You won't worry about it. That's what it's going to be like, and that's why you have these people around you to train you for what's going to happen to you in your future. I hope that makes sense. The last card you have for your future is the Eight of Cups. So I'm seeing that, you could be returning to someone, or someone could be returning to you. This is someone who you walked away from in your more distant past. This could be a friendship that maybe turned into more, or maybe you wanted it to be more, or maybe they did, or something like that. Because I am seeing a friendship turning into more, maybe, or something. So don't be angry, but this could be someone who you said never again to. You said, never again will I have anything to do with this person. Well, I'm sorry to say, you might have something to do with this person again. I'm seeing this person might start connecting with you again. This connection is going to happen very slowly. I'm also seeing other people talking to you about this person. So you might have their name in your ears quite a lot before they actually come forward to you. You'll hear their name a lot around you. You had built a wall up between you. That's what this wall is, this wall of cups. This is like a wall of emotion. You built that up between you because you said, never again. I'm not going to see that person ever again. But if you look at this wall, there's a gap in the wall. Now, eventually this gap is going to widen. Another cup is going to come down, another one is going to come down, and another one's going to come down until there's no wall there at all. And that's when you're going to open up and come close to this person again. Don't be angry. This is what I'm seeing. You are going to get together with someone, or at least communicate or start to get close to someone who you said never again to. That's what I'm seeing.